Hey, this is Craig Fisher, and I am here with Lars Schmidt and Andrew. Tell us all about Andrew. What's your title? What do you do? We're in the Blogger Lounge. Andrew Morton is the reason we're here. Give us a little background on what's going on today.
Sure. That sounded like one of those esoteric interview questions. So,
how many marbles can you fit in a school bus?
Thank God I haven't heard that one yet. So, as you've aptly said, Craig, I'm Andrew Morton. My title is Director of Social Engagement. I've used this joke a few times, but my mom thinks I run a dating site, but I really don't. What I do is I take the Tom Sawyer approach to social media. I have 31 bloggers here helping me paint that social media fence, and all of them are adding because you all, whether it's talent acquisition, whether it's employee engagement, whether it's comp and benefits, you all are the subject matter experts, and then you're also on social. So you take the conference and you give it to tens of thousands of people who aren't here, and you also lend to the conference experience through a lot of the sessions. You're a speaker with Smart Stage. A lot of the folks are on there. We're doing these HR pop-up sessions. We're bringing content to people, and that's really what my job is here, is to help get you guys. I'm the maitre d', is essentially what I am. I'm the one who gets everybody a seat at the table, and I make sure everybody's got water and bread and that you're getting fed the food that you like.
That's good. So in our case, nachos and sushi. It works amazingly well.
Odd combination.
Yeah, we're odd people. When you think about last year compared to this year, was last year your first SHRM in this role?
It was the second one in this role.
Okay, so how would you kind of compare how the role of social media has evolved over the years that you've been in this role?
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, you guys know that platforms change all the time. I mean, Snapchat has exploded, and even in the world of HR, regardless of demographics, our average SHRM member is 46, but HR is still very important, whether you're recruiting millennials or whether you're having millennials tell your story at work. So platforms change, so that's always going to happen. And I think the other thing there's been a shift in, I think there just again begins to be a cultural acknowledgement that social is here, it's not going away. It's a form of communications that it's an expectation, whether it's on the part of, if you're a company that has stockholders or if you're just trying to support members like we are as a not-profit, there's an expectation that you're in social, and that continues to grow. So we have to embrace it, and we also have to prepare for, some of the risk around social too, just like organizations do. You don't want to stifle people. You want people to be able to share their story, but you also have to give them help in doing so. Then the whole HR space in terms of talent acquisition and talent management, and finding people and connecting people to the right jobs. I mean, I can't even begin to have that discussion about how important social is there. Right. And a lot of people in this room are a lot smarter than me, so I go back to the original one. My lesson over the last two conferences has been, originally I thought I was going to bring the conference experience to you guys in this room, and what I realized is that the less you're in this room, the better. The more you're out amongst the attendees, the speakers, the subject matter experts, creating content through all mediums, including this one, the better. So less structure in here, more flexibility for you all to be out there, just like organizations should do with their employees too.
All right, thanks. Andrew Morton from SHRM 16 in DC. Appreciate you being here.
You're welcome.
Thanks
for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Craig and Lars. We are here from SHRM 16 in the Bloggers Lounge.
The Bloggers Lounge, Washington, D.C. We are coming to you a mix of live footage and recorded footage. This obviously is recorded. So.
Wait, what? It's so meta.
You missed our live broadcast yesterday. We talked about a Wookiee selfie stick. So right. That offer still stands, by the way, to HR tech vendors. If you want Craig and Lars to help you pick your furry mascot for SHRM 17, we're available, and that work is all pro bono.
That's right. We will, free of charge, help you decide on a mascot, help you market your entire organization to the world with great pictures of Lars and I with your mascot. And if you have a Wookiee selfie stick, you will win the prize of Coolest Tool of the Year.
There's a good chance that we may actually get all of you together with all of your furry mascots and have some sort of an event.
You know what? The CoolToolShow HROS Furry Mascot Summit is going to be in South Beach I think.
I'm pretty sure SHRM Furry 17 is available, so we might want to lock that hashtag down immediately just to make sure.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
All right, so Lars and I are going to take the camera and we're going to go cruise around, check out some of the presenters, do some man on the street action, and we will see you shortly.
That's right. See you soon, and we will be coming to you shortly. We're going to ambush some SHRM bloggers just for fun. And we're going to start at a really handsome table. These guys are just incredibly dapper and handsome, and I think that's all we've got. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I didn't pan out wide enough to get Michael Heller. You see, Michael, as handsome as he is now, when he has his dictator mustache during the month of November, the handsomeness just skyrockets. Mustaches for a good cause. Yes, and John, I know that you are dapper, especially from the knees down. So can we see your can we see your socks, please?
What do you got? Oh, nice.
Oh, yes. John, okay. Advantage, John. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, John has come strong every year with the sock game. So, and Matthew Stolick on the end here. How you doing? No comment. You know? I mean, now we're curious. You can't. We wouldn't have been curious. Okay. All right. Well, the mean of your table is brought up by your two dapper sock gentlemen that.
What I try to do is bring a shoelace game, not a sock game.
Okay, I'm going -1 for Matthew, +2 for John, +1 for Heller. So, overall, you guys are still on top. So, all right, thanks for playing along in SHRM socks.
Yeah, okay, thank you all.
Sponsors! Hey Craig, it's time to get some great footage and get a nice little tour of the convention center, the exhibit hall. You ready?
Lars, I'm ready. Let's do it. Oh, wait, it's closed. Well, we had good intentions, but apparently the expo hall closed really, really early today. I think it closed at 2 o'clock. So we're going to go to plan B. We're not sure what that is yet. Neighbor, law, posters.
Of identifying those knowledge, skills, and abilities that are needed to get your organization
So we are in the South Building on level 2. We're deep in the heart of SHRM 16 in Washington, D.C. Conference sessions are getting out and speakers are filing in for their next sessions. And the excitement and the intensity is palpable. You can almost feel the energy just walking down the hall. Lars, have you ever seen anything quite like it?
No.
In fact, I think what Lars means is we're not seeing anything. Kidding, SHRM.
So as Craig and Lars plan their day, they talk to each other about each other in the third person for one, but also they decide to get footage of crowds during sessions, and that's actually poor planning on them. We're not finding people because the sessions are awesome and they're packed full of attendees, meaning as we try to get footage and interviews, it makes it rather difficult to do because not too many people are milling about.
This is Craig again, man on the street, SHRM 16, Washington, D.C. Fascinating events happening. everywhere we go. I can't tell you how many amazing things we've seen. And we're about to get on another escalator.
Oh my god.
An escalator! So, as you can see, we're on another escalator. And this is probably the highlight of our day so far. The escalators up to this point have been just okay. This one, is really pretty amazing. I've never seen an escalator quite like it. The view, as you can see, is stunning, several stories high. And I think most of the people at SHRM 16 will probably find this escalator and use this escalator if they possibly can. The escalator, and my gosh, SHRM 16, DC, it doesn't get better than this. We're going for a ride. I think everyone's jealous of our camera setup, and I don't blame them. It's pretty badass. Now check this out. More escalators.
But wait, there's more. Just when you thought you couldn't get enough escalator, we find an entirely new escalator. So, this is what happens when the CoolToolShow has a formulaic broadcast of us bringing you right inside the exhibit hall, and the exhibit hall is closed. That means that Craig and Lars have to come up with an audible. In this case, our audible is escalators!
Yes!
So many steps. So, what we're going to be doing is finding ways to bring you things from inside the DC Convention Center that are not necessarily related to the exhibit hall, and maybe not even entertaining, but we're going to do our best to make them entertaining for you. Here we go.
Craig here, back on another escalator. This is really the best way to travel. I mean, stairs for the birds. You don't have moving stairs, you don't have a good conference, if you ask me. So, in this reporter's humble opinion, the escalators make it.
See, the amazing thing about escalators is they both go up and down.
Whoa.
Meaning that they can take you where you're going if you're going to a higher floor, or if you need to go to a lower floor, they will actually get you there as well, and save you the challenge of having to use your feet and legs. So you get to stand idly while this metal contraption actually moves you up and down floors in a building. It's really an amazing contraption, and we're very excited about it. So, apparently, sometimes escalators break and they just stop. We're no longer moving, so. Okay, we're walking. Just when I started talking about how amazing escalators were, this particular escalator broke. So now we're having to move like suckers and actually take steps down the escalator. It's not doing its job, so. Yeah, well, at least we got a lot of great escalator footage in before the escalators broke. So that's it for Man on the Street. We'll be back with more things soon.
So, if there's one thing better than escalators, it is windows. I mean, gosh, look at this view. SHRM 16, Washington, D.C. Doesn't get much better than this.
Okay, so as you know, we're in the heart of election season right now, and we have very important questions. Who are you voting for? Don't be coy. I know where you're going. You're going Trump. Okay, DC can be very secretive city sometimes. People can be very tight-lipped about their voting preferences.
Keep it straight.
Clearly, the elephant is not divulging who it is voting for. But I'm willing to bet that we can actually find people that are willing to share their voting preferences. Excuse me, ma'am, who are you voting for? Not again. Man, really, we're live here. We're live in this video show called the CoolToolShow podcast, and it's very important that our listeners get a sense of the pulse in Washington, D.C., where we are. So I ask you again, who are you voting for?
There you have it.
Well, that's it. We're going to try to get some more voting opinions soon, so stay tuned.